Have you ever felt like you walked into a play halfway through? Like you missed the beginning act, and now everyone around you seems to understand a script you've never seen? That's what the workplace can feel like sometimes. We see actions, hear words, but miss the deeper meaning behind them. This is where thick description comes in. It's about digging deeper, understanding the context, the history, the unspoken rules that shape how people behave. Think of it like being a detective. In the workplace, this means paying attention to the subtle cues, the unspoken expectations, the power dynamics that influence every interaction. By learning to read between the lines, we become more than just employees. We become astute observers of human behavior. We begin to see the workplace as a complex ecosystem full of fascinating interactions and hidden meanings. This understanding can be incredibly empowering, giving us the tools to navigate challenges, build stronger relationships, and ultimately thrive in our professional lives. Let's face it, workplaces can feel like giant puzzles sometimes. There are different personalities, communication styles, and unspoken rules that can be difficult to decipher. Thick description provides a framework for making sense of this complexity. One key aspect of thick description is understanding the power of context. A simple phrase like good job can have vastly different meanings depending on who said it, how they said it, and the situation surrounding it. Another important element is recognizing the role of culture. Thick description challenges us to become cultural anthropologists in our own workplaces. Imagine this: you're in a meeting and a colleague presents a bold new idea. Instead of enthusiastic support, you're met with uncomfortable silence and hesitant nods. A surface level reading might suggest a lack of interest or even disapproval, but with thick description, we can dig deeper. Perhaps the silence stems from a culture of deference to seniority, where junior team members are hesitant to voice their opinions before more senior colleagues. Or maybe it reflects a past experience where a similar idea was poorly received, making people cautious about expressing support. Thick description helps us uncover these hidden dynamics and understand the reasons behind people's reactions. Imagine you're working on a project with a colleague from a different cultural background. You send them an email outlining your ideas and are surprised when they don't respond right away. By applying thick description, we can avoid making assumptions and instead seek to understand these cultural differences. Thick description isn't just about understanding others, it's also about understanding ourselves. By examining our own biases, assumptions, and cultural lenses, we gain greater self awareness and become more effective communicators and collaborators. Think about a time when you had a misunderstanding with a colleague. What led to that breakdown in communication? Was it a difference in communication styles, cultural expectations, or perhaps your own biases clouded your judgment? Moreover, thick description can help us become more empathetic leaders and colleagues. By taking the time to understand the perspectives and experiences of others, we create a more inclusive and respectful work environment. So, how can you start applying thick description in your own workplace? It starts with curiosity. Become a keen observer of the world around you. Pay attention to the subtle cues, the unspoken rules, and the power dynamics that shape interactions. Don't just observe, ask questions. Seek to understand the why behind the what. It requires patience, empathy, and a willingness to challenge your own assumptions. By becoming more attuned to the nuances of human behavior, you can unlock a deeper understanding of your workplace and build more meaningful connections with those around you. So I encourage you to embrace your inner anthropologist. Start paying attention, asking questions, and seeking to understand the rich tapestry of human interaction unfolding around you each day.